All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update, and I have a few things to show you guys here today. We're going to talk about why the Batman will not be appearing in the Penguin show. We're going to talk about the promotion of Superman, but first I want to address part of a story that was in my last video, and apparently there was somebody on Twitter and X who was harassing James Gunn over the death of his friend. And I came out and said that that is completely unacceptable. And a bunch of people came into my comments later and said that that person is actually a James Gunn fan and that he did this to make Snyder fans look bad. Now, here's what I will tell you. Number one, that person, the account was suspended on X because of those comments. And it's not going to make the whole, Snyderverse fandom look bad because this was one individual. And if they were doing it for nefarious reasons, to make James Gunn look good and make, the Snyderverse fans look bad, then that's even worse. And that person hopefully will not get their account back. But I don't know for sure. If anybody has any more details, I would love to hear about it and actually see some screenshots. But let's get into today's DC news. All right, first up, I have a comment here from Bat Dan's Thoughts where he says, Netflix could save these all. And somebody posted, this must continue. This is the way. And it basically lists all the DCEU projects that got canceled after Zack Snyder left and Hamada took over, and now when James Gunn took over. You have The Batman, which was going to star Ben Affleck and Joe Manganiello. You have the Deathstroke standalone movie, which was going to star Joe Manganiello. You had the Cyborg movie, which was going to star Ray Fisher. You had the Atom movie, which the Atom was actually introduced in Zack Snyder's Justice League. For a lot of people who don't know that character was actually in the film. You have Justice League 2 and 3, which was going to be directed by Zack Snyder, and the Green Lantern Corps. And all of these were obviously canceled. These were the more serious, awesome movies that were coming. Instead, after Aquaman, they turned everything into a Marvel comedy, and everything tanked, and the ticket sales prove it. Of course, this is going to happen. It says King Shark reportedly will appear in Creature Commandos. Now, we don't know if this is true. We'll find out in December when this show does premiere. But it wouldn't surprise me because James Gunn likes to use his people and keep his stuff while getting rid of everything else. It's just his MO. Now, there were a lot of rumors this last week. One of them that Mr. Freeze was getting his own series. And somebody asked, hey, James, is that rumor about Mr. Freeze project true? And here's what James Gunn said. I haven't heard that one, but there are a lot of rumors out there this week. Some of them are true, some are partially true, and some aren't true at all. You know what? We've heard James Gunn say this before, and he never gives out any clarification on these things. But he goes on to say, if it's fun for you to follow the unknowns, follow them, but don't trust anything completely until you hear it from me or Peter, who is not online despite me seeing him tagged and stuff. Well, first of all, how are we going to hear from Peter if he's not on social media? I just think why even mention that? Why even comment to begin with? Because when he says, until you hear it from him, he's be the only one we could hear it from since Peter's not on social media. We're not going to hear anything. James Gunn never clarifies anything. He never comes out and confirms anything. Why even comment? Why even comment to begin with? So he's just saying this, and there's no point. He wasted his time. He put more time into posting this than he has about sharing stuff about the Penguin. Now, this person, Vengeance, mentioned, just so people can avoid being disappointed, Matt Reeves is 100% not using Mr. Freeze as the villain. How do we know that? Do they have some inside source here? Have they seen the script? I doubt it. I don't think anybody knows what's going on. The script was just completed, and only a few people have seen it. So how would this person even know that? David Cornsweat says marketing for Superman could begin in December of 2024. What? James Gunn said they weren't going to start promoting this until just a few months before the release. I wouldn't call 7 to 8 months before the movie getting released as a few months before the release. It was supposed to be the summer of Superman, not the winter of Superman. And if they could do this for December, why couldn't they show something at the Comic-Con? They've been working on the movie ever since. They could have shown something to get people excited. Not a trailer, but they could have shown something. But no, the only official photo we've gotten, really, from James Gunn was that initial photo when they first revealed the suit, which was a horrible reveal. There hasn't been much at all. And it makes you wonder why they're not promoting this movie and why they're not really showing us stuff. Do they even have confidence in this film? Yeah, we'll see what happens. This is just an interesting point. It says James Gunn's Superman movie is confirmed to feature 7 actors who have previously appeared in Marvel movies. Of course, he comes from Marvel. He's bringing everybody over from Marvel. They're trying to turn DC into Marvel. And we already know that doesn't work. Now, this is pretty cool. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, is now getting a wide release. The film will be in theaters everywhere on October 11th. So this is just coming up next week. I'm very eager to see this. And if it is showing in a theater by me, I will be going to see it and doing a review on it. I'm more excited for this than pretty much anything else that's going on with DC at this stage. Now, this is one of those things that leaves you scratching your head. It says, Matt Reeves confirmed. They tried to get Robert Pattinson's Batman in the Penguin show, but they couldn't find a way to do it where he didn't steal the show. Matt Reeves says, Batman is a powerful figure. Really? It is the Batman universe. The Batman should be there. I think this is more of, we don't have the money, and James Gunn said no. That's my guess. And it's crazy that you have all this crime. They talk about the crime skyrocketing after the floods in the Penguin show, but Batman's nowhere to be seen. What's he doing? Hopefully, he's building a new modern suit or a better-looking suit. And he has a massive upgrade in the next film. But, yeah, this just doesn't cut it. It's the Batman universe. Batman should be in it. Now, this is kind of what I'm hearing from everybody in regards to the Joker Folie. I'm going to see this on Thursday. I will have my review up. But Jalen here from X said, now watching. This was 14 hours prior to this next post. And then he said, what a mess. And he put 3 emojis crying. Yeah, this is what I'm hearing from everybody, that the end of this is a mess. And I've heard several different ways that this movie can end, and I'm going to have to see it play out on screen, but I have yet to see one person say that this was better or as good as the first. Everyone says it is a step down, and with the way it ends, they should have just probably have stuck with the first movie and not even done a second film. But we'll see when it gets released. I will have my review up as soon as I get back on Thursday. All right, so there you guys have it. The DC update for the day. I do appreciate all the support. I am on the road to 20,000 subs, and I can only get there with your support. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? And especially if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as new videos go up. We'll see you on the next one.